Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Ryan Howard, 13 points in that first half, made 4 of her 7 tries from downtown. And Agwumike, who was relegated to the bench at the end of the second quarter with 3 personals, draws a foul 10 seconds into the third quarter. You know, we find my rest on offense because I lead the league in steals, so we can get the team going defensively. So hearing what she said to Brittany, hardly surprising that was the tone coming out of the locker.
Run. You want to get out in transition, find the open shooters, get the easy buckets, get the easy looks.
Nneka Agwumike gets to the line. Makes both free throws. Stripped out of the hands of Reese this season. Gray swatted, turned away by Burrell. We were at Dream Shoot-Around, and they finished practice by saying, announcements, Burrell the lay-in. And they went through, this is when the buses leave, and an assistant stopped and said, don't forget, they trailed the game at the end.
Well, you know, that's what Lynn loves about this team. They play so hard, and they play for 40 minutes. Everyone on the floor plays hard.
Hillman, three-pointer. Hillman's got 10. 14, previous 13. Burrell.
And a healthy Hillman really changes the dynamics of the Atlanta Dream.
That's Gray with the lay-in. Because all the talk about the big 3, but it's not just 3 for the Dream. They run a lot deeper than that. As Hillman involved again. Agwumike to give. Wheeler.
Oh.
Trying to run the pick and roll. Why do we need referees when Angel Reese can do it? We saw the gift that broke the internet of her
expecting someone to be there, you're not there. You should always penetrate the score first and then rely on your instincts to get that pass over there.
That's an excellent finish from Alicia Gray.
2 more paint points for the Atlanta Dream.
32 points in the paint. These two are among the best at getting points in that capacity in all the W. Dream had the last 7 points. Reese got a hand in. Shot clock down to 3. Reese intervenes again. Shot clock violation. Angel Reese just forced a turnover.
Great defense by Angel Reese, and if you're Ray Burrell, you got to hold that ball tight until you get past the defender's hand. You call it in, get downhill.
Burrell having one to forget tonight. 2 points on 1 of 5 from the field. Canada the find, Hillman the lay. 3 blocks tonight, that's a career high, and 12 points on the offensive end. Burrell trying to get going. Burrell gets all the way inside.
That's exactly what you have to do if you're Ray Burrell. You got to get to the rim, balance your game out a little bit.
Howard fouls on the pass. Well, if you're going to make a playoff run, it's going to start a better defensive rating than offensive rating this season, Atlanta, in relation to the league. Reese took it inside. That's a blocking foul.
You know, all night long,
Gray for Hillman. Rebound by Reese. The offensive end. Howard shimmies, shakes inside. Howard the steal. The best in the league at it. Another possession for the Dream. Reese, heavy dribble. Canada, talk about demoralizing. Canada steps to the baseline. Reese, offensive rebound. The putback is good. All 9 of her field goal attempts thus far game in Dream history. And then a foul on the floor on Hillman. Griffith's 5.1 back in 2001, the WNBA offensive rebound per game record. Three-pointer, nothing but nylon from Ray Burrell. She's starting to find her way here in the second half.
The game out, it makes the defender back up off of you because you're afraid of your penetration, and you're able to now get a clean look from the three-point line.
Canada, Okot. Burrell the foul. Didn't start playing basketball until 2020. Her visa was denied 4 times. Thought she'd go to Troy or Eastern Michigan.
And of course, Cameron says that's what she hangs her hat on. When they're rolling defensively, the offense feels easier, but she still knows there's areas to improve, especially staying out of foul trouble. She pointed to moving screens as one area she wants to work on. Says she wants to get her teammates open so badly that sometimes she just moves a little at the end. But Coach has the utmost amount of toughness, which we can see on the floor constantly.
Ball tapped away by Howard. I think we marginally censored the way that was described as well. Here comes Reese. Reese prodded away from behind. Komakani preventing the layup.
Coach Roberts says she wanted to actually play the next game after the cracked rib.
Okot was able to finish through Brink, and she said, look, everyone's talking about how she's injury prone. That's the narrative that's come about, but she steps on someone's foot, bad ankle sprain. It's the cracked rib. Driving all alone, Howard. Doesn't get easier than that. Timeout. Said if I'm hitting, the focus is on me. Find Alicia, find Angel. How the steals that she generates just kills momentum for opponents, and the three-pointers as well. Brink. Tapped away by Borlase. Canada onto Howard. 4.5 to play. There's a foul before the kick ball that's going to go on Brink.
She's gotten better, she's gotten healthy, and then she's coming out and competing. Every single time she's on the floor, she's competing.
Trying to help the Sparks back into this game, trailing by 30, the biggest deficit they've faced tonight. Wumake. Second try over Hillman, didn't go either. Wumake 3 of 9 from the field, 4 assists, 5 boards, 8 points. High arching scoop layup, didn't go for Howard, but 2 free throws to come.
Earn her way to the free throw line.
Komakani's 4th personal foul. Connecticut coming here to LA Sunday on NBC, and Peacock, Indiana will go to Chicago. Visit the WNBA app. Brink will try again. Wide right. Pow Karam. Howard trying to put Morgan in a spin cycle, just her 4th WNBA game. Stuck with it. Borlase, nice finish. The Dream have the last 9 points now. 2-car pileup. In favor of Gray. Brink, that time she knocks it down. 1 of 6 from the field. That's her first make in 5 triple tries. Okot, Brink, there defensively. On to Park. Park through the lane. Drew the contact from Borlase.
And this is what happened, kicking it away.
Yes.
That's what we're rolling with.
Yep. Park hit the line. Man, that lifetime ban is going to stick. Into the bench. So here's Tony Morgan. Morgan putting on a show. Just her 4th game in the league. I asked her to describe herself in one word. She said, who can describe themselves in one word? She said, I can't say Tony, so I'll say me. Has a little confidence, a little swagger, and really enjoyed chatting with her for the first time today.
Getting to the rim.
Ask Morgan about the one word because she wasn't here in preseason. Brink, a second three. So the Sparks trying to climb back into this with 2.5 to play in the third. It's a game of runs. This is 8 straight points for the Sparks. And a late whistle. Gray will shoot.
Getting to the free throw line.
At the beginning, told me today, vast, as in expansive, as in a little bit of everything.
And she has been.
But that one word never would have crossed my mind. It was such a brilliant description. Whistle goes here. That's Hamby driving.
Sparks are doing. Los Angeles Sparks are giving up those layups, and the Dream are like, no, earn it from the free throw line.
At least for now, she has. And now checking into the game for Atlanta, here over the last couple. Confidence, opportunity, growing into a career high. Trying to regain that footing in the second half of the season with the Sparks. That is a foul on Morgan.
Tony Morgan picks up the Sparks foul. That's her second personal.
WNBA on Prime by Taco Bell. Liv Moss. The bell might be in my always. Hamby put in a lot of work on that. Hillman didn't care.
She just stayed the course and stayed and maintained her defensive position and got the block.
She has been so good inside the restricted area tonight. Canada, what a kick. Gray, splash.
Great basketball, moving the ball from one side of the floor to the next, getting a wide open look for Alicia Gray.
Brink lobs inside. Hamby returns. Brink straight on. Not that time. Reese is nearing triple-double territory tonight. This might literally be the perfect game. Angel Reese is working on something tonight. Up and didn't fall. Reese is perfect from the floor. 9 boards, 8 assists. Brink was there. Burrell shimmies and scores. Only 2 points in the first half for Ray Burrell, but give her 9 now. Howard. Brink had a hand up. That's not enough to cool off Howard tonight.
Yeah, you know, and we just talked about the different ways that Ryan can score. That time, hand in her face at the three-point line. She's like, okay, I'm going to take you off the dribble.
Between those two, Howard 7 of 12 from the field, 21 points of her own. It's been a high-efficiency night in every facet. Chance Gray, the lay-in for the Sparks. No one in double figures yet. A bunch of 8s and 9s. No one over 10 yet.
And if you're the Sparks, you just want to continue to play hard. You want to continue to build on your game.
Howard fades. Yeah. Game high 23 for Howard.
What a great game. Just what a talent she is on both sides of the ball.
Ooh, Reese wants it. Off the hands of Brink. By the way, we found out there's certain Gatorade flavors that Angel Reese both loves and hates. She's with me on team Orange is Gross. She's into the Riptide. That's the favorite.
Riptide. But what doesn't she like?
Purple is fine, but not zero.
Not zero.
Not zero. Can't have it. This is the hard-hitting reporting that you came to Prime to get. Trying to pass the ball a little extra.
Yeah,
That's good,
Ryan Howard.
Woo!
Putting on a show.
26, 5 made triples. The only people happier than the people watching in Atlanta at this hour is USA basketball, knowing Howard's about to go to the World Cup. That's turned over. Burrell. Howard. Up the floor, Nye getting time late. Nye joins in on the party. Nye's 19th game this year. Burrell lost her dribble. Everyone was waiting and swatted away. 7:20 remaining. Atlanta's season high is 113 points. They might shatter that tonight. Howard hits the heel.
A little subtle heat check for Howard.
She can have as many of those as she wants. 3 in the key. That'll be a one-shot technical. One person is on an island entirely by their lonesome. And that spotlight is going to continue to shine on Agwuemeke the remainder of this season.
Incredible basketball player and leader.
Her jersey will be in the rafters as soon as it's legally allowed. Swish. Koa Makani. 13 of her 15 seasons of Agwuemeke in Los Angeles. A 2-season stint in Seattle in the interim. Came back to finish this year on her own terms. And still playing at an all-star level. That's the wild part. Okot, yeah. Hopping through the lane and dropping it in the bucket. Game in her 15th season or later. What Agwuemeke is doing right now. And Taurasi played another few years after that. That's a foul on Okot. Her routine. How Burrell has learned from Agwuemeke. Has been someone that she's texted with and taken mentorship from.
And that's who Nneka is. She wants her to feel success. And she doesn't mind sharing.
Pow, pow. She's hit a couple threes tonight. The lob, Agwuemeke, the finish on the find from Koa Makani. That's 11 points now tonight, a triple nickel for Agwuemeke. Nye, flyby, puts it up. Brink cleans the glass. We approach the midway point here in the 4th quarter. Brink, Burrell. Burrell slithering through the lane and got fouled.
All 3 made history, becoming the first trio in WNBA history to each have 20.
And that ceiling could be going the distance.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And, you know, in Jordan, Canada, and her importance to this team, and when she's running that ball and playing with pace and dishing the ball to, you know, everyone on that court and making her team better.
That's a foul in the post, given how well the Lynx have played this year. Now an offensive foul. It's going to go on to Koa Makani. 5th personal on her.
See, in the playoffs, and you want to make sure that you kind of make a statement.
It's contagious. Kone. Wow. They are 15 of 22 from downtown. Oh my God.
On the road.
On the road.
15 of 22 from downtown on the road.
Round, and 2 of those 3, of course, would come off the strip. The desert.
Well, and I'm also a believer that if you want to win a championship, you have to be able to beat the best and compete not just on your home court, but on the road. And I think that's where Coach Semesco was talking about.
Kate Martin's come into the game. That drew significant applause. In back-to-back games for the first time in a month. Now making her third straight appearance. Nye. Koa Makati. Brink. That's another foul on Kone.
Kone came in the game playing physical.
Games with a fractured rib. Fully understood. Watch Novak Djokovic, the Wolf of Winter only.
I am a tennis fan. And I used to play a little tennis.
Are you a pickleballer now?
I am not a pickleballer now, but I might be soon.
Shatori knocks that down. Atlanta now a season high, 114 points. Up and under, and good from Emma Cannon. Atlanta's continuing to pour it on. 125 is the regulation record in the W for points. That was the Mabry 53-point game. Okot lays it in. That was against, the Sparks. Cannon. And here's the thing, the Sparks aren't front court. They're going to keep playing their style, and that means sometimes the score is going to get run up. Okot again.
Once again, this pick and roll. The Atlanta Dream is just wearing the Sparks out with the pick and roll.
Offensive foul. And here's the thing. You and I sit with Lynn Roberts, and there's just this infectious energy, and she talked to us about been coaching 25 goal home court advantage in the first round.
Yeah, and every game matters.
Okot just shed the defender. Cannon. Pow. Kone offensive rebound, and Brink brings her arm down. Every player for Atlanta has scored. Every player but one has scored for the Sparks.
She wants her players to finish games out. And if you're Atlanta, this is the moment you gain more playing time, because now you're showcasing what you can do coming off the bench.
Three-pointer from Walker Kimbrough. 10th game this season, 7, now 8 for the Dream, couple for the Fever early on. Here's Martin. Walker Kimbrough got a piece. Under 2 minutes remaining. This would be the biggest margin of victory in Atlanta Dream history. And they're on 121. That's Brink with another foul. And shoot some free throws in the interim. For time is the most ever scored in a regular season WNBA game. And we are on the cusp. We are in a one-possession game with history. Bounce into the low post, leaning through. Dream nearly came away with it. 9 to shoot. Out to Martin. Takes the screen, step back three. Brink offensive rebound. Martin pulls the trigger again and puts it in. Every single player on both rosters has scored tonight. Pow. Martin. Brink got hit. And may I offer you this assortment of free throws. Brink's 26th game this year. The ankle injury over the summer, the rib injury, missed the last 2. Stay tuned on the wings. Major topic of discussion. 1 minute remaining. Kone spins, and it falls. And a foul will send Koa Makani to the line. Sparks look ahead. They will play and then Washington on Friday. They'll finish before the World Cup break in Seattle.
You know, if you're the Los Angeles Sparks, you want to build towards the future, and I think that's where the mentality is for every player on this team. And if you're Atlanta, you want to get ready for the playoffs.
Nye slapped away from Kone, brought forward by Park. Park on the drive. Brink puts it in. Double figures tonight for Brink, 14 to lead the Sparks. Mess around and grab the records. Carl Semesko says that's enough. He's called off the dream. It's a nightmare for LA. They are eliminated from the playoffs tonight. And Atlanta with a record-setting margin of victory this evening. They blow out the LA Sparks 124-88. Near perfection from Angel Reese, 2 assists shy of a